Good morning. Do you want to be the first to shop at Sunflower Sprouts? Do you want the best selection? On this episode, do you have kids stuff in every corner of your house? Do you think it's possible to make hundreds of dollars selling your kids stuff that they don't even use anymore? On this episode of the podcast, we're going to learn about the amazing world of consignment and how it can bring value to your family. You might be here because you want to make some money. You might be here because you want to save some money. But we're here to help you transition to the next season and the next size. Today is Tuesday, August 5th, guys, and we're talking about all things pre-sale. So let me check a couple things. Just make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. So that's what we're talking about today. Well, we talk and tag with Sunflower Sprouts. But first, let's unbox. Guys, I've been traveling a little bit this summer, and I've been in some gas stations. And I've thought about just going live on Instagram to do some unboxings, but I haven't. But what I do have is a collection of things to unbox. I'm a little excited about it. And so I think I'm going to do a blind poll today to see which one I should open because I couldn't decide. So I'm just going to pick one. All right. Oh, it's a Disney mini brand. I'm tossing it back in. I don't want to do a Disney. All right. We got a book. This is exciting. I don't want to do a Disney mini brand because you guys can't see it's Disney stuff. And so this is way more fun. So we're going to unbox. My name is Jen Stickle. I am the owner of Sunflower Sprouts, the largest consignment sale in Western Pennsylvania with 2 locations, one in Pittsburgh, one in Erie. You can tell I'm a little rusty, guys. I haven't been live the last couple of weeks because #summer, right? Last week we were at camp, family camp. We go every year as a family, and it's such a fruitful blessing. And so I had very little cell phone or Wi-Fi reception. I tried to have a meeting or two while I was there, and it was a disaster. And the other day I forgot it was Tuesday. Just forgot it was Tuesday because #summer. So I hope you're enjoying your summer. I like to unbox toys if you're just finding us on the internet, and then I like to tell you how to price and tag them. So this is a mini brand ball books. Okay. And so these are all the books that we could get in our mini brand ball options. Books are a top seller for us. Okay. So these are fun. I've got a magnifying glass before. I think it's super fun because the books that I'm about to open are mini. They do actually have words in them. And so you get a magnifying glass. You also get a warning to not use the magnifying glass in the sun because #real. I got a little bookmark, which is super cute. Let's see if there's anything on the other side of it. Nope, just a bookmark. And then I got Hollow City. It's the first book I got. And you can actually open these. And there's words in there. And then you use your magnifying glass. And you can read these little mini books. They're super fun. Books are one of our top sellers. This is Babysitter Club, Little Sister. Guys, who love the Babysitter Club? I used to be able to devour these books in the summertime. I would devour them. I loved them so much. I was going to have a babysitting club when I got older. I babysat for a while. A Goosebumps book. I like that one. And this is a little bit bigger. Feels like here's my bookshelf. Okay. So I got another bookshelf. I get a lot of bookshelves when I think this is my 3rd bookshelf. And I might even. No, that's a baby in my drawer. I'm opening a baby thing. But anyways, I got a bookshelf. So I have a lot of bookshelves and not tons of books. So percentage wise inside these mini brand balls, more bookshelf space than books, which is a rarity, right? It's a rarity in life. Normally we have more books than we have space to store them. Okay, so you can sell bookshelves at our sale. There are they'll sell pretty quick. Most of them will sell on pre-sale day. We'll talk about that here in a minute. And then books are a huge seller for us. And so most books, if it's a great place to come and get some used books for your classroom, for your home library. Most of our books are in excellent condition, really great condition. We do have people that like inspect our books and make sure there's like no like the cover's intact. And, we don't go through every single page of a chapter book to make sure it's in there, but they're intact. And most of them, if it's a children's book and it's ripped, we reject that. There's lots of hardback books, softback books. Prices are great. All of our prices are determined by our consigners, the people who sell with us. So I can't tell you like a book price, but all of them are below retail. So 50 to 90% below retail. You can find bundles. So it's a great place. Like I'm thinking about this Babysitter Club book and Goosebumps. It's a great place if you have like a collection of babysitter books, like books 1 through 12, and you're missing book 8. It's a great place to come and find book 8 at a great price. So books sell really great. If you're a consignor with us, we do encourage you to at least make one book $2. We do really, they will sell for $2. We encourage bundles. So you can bundle books. So if you have like books 1 through 4 of the Babysitters Club, you can wrap those up and bundle them together. There's a lot of videos about bundling that we can share with our consigners in seller support in our support groups. And so chapter books, we encourage you to bundle like same reading level. So if you have some readers, we encourage you to bundle those together. Lots of ways on how to bundle them, lots of advice. But if you're going to sell books with us, we encourage you to put the tag on the back over the original barcode. And we also encourage you to, put a good price on it because books sell. Okay, so that's exciting. That's exciting. We love books at Sunflower Sprouts. All kinds of books, picture books, all the way up through mom reads. There's some, if you're looking for a book to read on the beach or, over Christmas break, there's a lot of great chapter books for moms. And what to expect when you're expecting. We normally have about 20 copies of those for sale. And all kinds of great parenting books, coloring books, adult coloring books, lots of great books. It's a fun little addition to treat yourself with. Letting your kid pick out a book is super fun at the sale. It's a great thing to be able to say yes to. So, okay. So that is all things books. I think this one book, I'm looking at the list of things that I want. I did get a rare book this time. I did get a rare book. So Hollow City is a rare book. I did get a rare book. That was exciting. I don't know. All right, lots of trash. You guys know how I feel about the balls. Okay, so today we are talking about all things pre-sale. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about why you want to shop a pre-sale, how they work, which ones are coming up this fall. At the time of recording, we're preparing for fall of 2025. And so, guys, lots of trash. Let me just get some of this out of here real quick. There we go. All right, we're good to go. Okay, so, sorry, I'm distracted. So we're going to talk about all things sunflower pre-sales, and we're going to talk about the schedule and things like that. So let's talk about the top reasons why you want to shop pre-sale. And what is a pre-sale? So at Sunflower Sprouts, we're open to the public. In Pittsburgh, we're open to the public Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the weekend of the event. And a pre-sale is an event, a ticketed event that happens prior to us opening to the public. Okay. So now you're thinking, well, if you're going to be open to the public and I can come for free, why would I want to come to a pre-sale? And that's a great question. So we're going to talk about that today. You don't have to come to a pre-sale. Thursday is completely free. There's tens of thousands of items. So many books still left. So many clothes. Tons of great stuff on Thursday. Tons of great stuff on Friday. Friday is going to be, for this season, it's going to be the day of our birthday party. We're going to have a big birthday party on Friday night. Saturday is discount day. So, and there's still tens of thousands of items left on Saturday. And believe it or not, there are still tens of thousands of items left on Sunday, even with our sell-through rate. We normally have a 70% sell-through rate-ish, and we still have, which means if we have 100,000 items come in and I have a 70% sell-through rate, there are still 30,000 items left in the building on Sunday. Totally worth coming out for discount day on Sunday. Stop by after church, see what goodies are still left on the floor to take home for 50% off. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, great days to shop. Lots of items left on those days. Super fun. Great. I love to get a discount. So if you want the best selection, you're going to want to shop early. If you want the deepest discount, you're going to want to shop later on the weekend. So let's talk about the selections, right? And why you might want to shop pre-sale. So I have a little bit of an example here. Let me do this. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So this is for example that was on our floor 2 seasons ago. There were these 2 frozen ice castles. Okay. And this is real. These numbers are real, you guys. One of them was marked and tagged and priced at $40. And the other one was marked and tagged at $100. They both sold. So my question is, do you want to spend $40 or do you want to spend $100? The earlier you shop, the better the selection. Okay. So if you come on pre-sale day, you're going to have the option to shop potentially 2 frozen ice castles. These were probably gone by Thursday or Friday is my guess. I know the $40 one was gone on pre-sale day. And so the $100 one might've gone on discount day. I don't remember exactly, but, they did both sell. So, the question is, what do you want to spend? Right. Another example are these 2 transformer guys. There's 2 of them. And so they're not the same price. So our consigners get to determine how much everything costs. And so, you get to see these 2 perfectly transformers. They're same product, right? They were both on the shelf next to each other at the toy store. They've both been loved. They've both got plenty of life left in them. And they're both sitting on my table at Sunflower Sprouts. And you get to pick which one. Now, you're probably going to start with a price tag. You're going to flip them over and see how much they cost. And then you're going to look at the condition of them. And if you can either choose the cheaper of the 2 or the better looking of the 2, it's up to you. That's the beautiful thing about shopping pre-sale is you get to have a selection. You have choices. Okay. Saturday and Sunday discount day, you get the discount, the deep discount. You're going to get probably the things that are left to sell for 50% off. And so, but these 2 guys might be sold already too. So you might get a good deal, but you just might not get exactly what you're looking for. So if you have a very specific list, which is something we really encourage you to make before you come shop at Sunflower Sprouts, you are going to want to come on pre-sale day. Okay. So let me just toss this in here. I really want to show you guys. So, oops, I got a bug out on it's distracting me. Oops. Thank you for your patience. So there's a couple of other reasons to shop pre-sale day. One of them is obviously going to be the better selection, right? So the way this works is, I get to shop first. I'm the very first person to shop, followed very closely by my 3 little boys. Okay. They're not little anymore, but they are the littlest of my children, and they're still shopping in the toy department. And so they get to shop right after I do. And which means when I bought, it was fall, I think it was last fall or the fall before that, there was a blow up Grinch lawn decoration. For those of you who don't know, I like to collect lawn decorations, and I like to fill my front yard with blow up long lawn decorations. Mm-hmm. And I kind of love it. I may or may not have the Halloween Mickey Mouse. Anyways, so I saw him and I bought him as he came through the door for drop off. So he not even make the floor. He joined my collection, my lawn blow up collection. So I shop first, and then my boys shop. But then that's just I'm just joking around with you guys about that. But in all honesty, our staff are the first people that shop. So I have some people who work for me year round. I have some people who work for me seasonally. If you're watching this, we are taking applications currently for open applications for staff on sunflower sprouts. They're going to shop first. Okay. My staff shops first. A little bit of a change this season. We'll talk about the fall schedule at the end, but they're actually going to shop on Monday night from 6 to 9. So all of my paid staff, anybody who lets me schedule them and lets me tell them when they're coming in, gets to shop early because they're at my whatever. They let me schedule it. Okay. So they get to shop first. Then the next group of people who shops are my helpers. So we have over 200 people who help us make sunflower sprouts happen, and they get to shop on Tuesday. Now the schedule has changed a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end. We are trying to avoid being in the building Thursday night until 11 p.m. because we had people shopping Tuesday night until 11 p.m., which is awesome. But a lot of us want to go home, including the people that are in line. So we push the entire schedule up to make it easier for everybody. So we're going to talk about that at the end. But the next group of people who shop with me are those volunteers. If you volunteer for 3 hours or more, you get to shop early. We have staggered shopping times. Like I said, I'll show you those at the end. And it's exciting. It's so much fun. So it's so much fun to work on, to be on our staff, to be on a volunteer with us. It's a great way to shop early and get into a great pre-sale. Okay. So then the next people to shop are paid pre-sale times. And so we're going to talk about those specific details, but there are a couple of paid pre-sales. And then following that, we have a couple of free pre-sales. So it's kind of a staggered schedule as far as how people shop pre-sale. One of the main reasons that we have pre-sales is crowd control. Okay. And so if we were to just open the doors and let everybody come in buck wild, it would be crazy. And the line would be ridiculous. And the fire department would be there yelling at us because we had too many people for code. And so part of the reason we have pre-sales is just crowd control. Okay. So think about like a yard sale. Or I also think about, we just had our used uniform sale at school, and there was like a line at the door, people waiting to get in and be first in. And so same thing with the garage sales. Like there's normally a line of people. So our line would be very, very long. And so we have to work on making sure that we stagger it, make it safe for everybody and an enjoyable experience. So most of our pre-sales have smaller crowds than other times. Now consignor is a little bit different. Consignor pre-sale is a little bit different. That's our biggest group. It's our biggest pre-sale group. And we'll talk about that in a little bit as well. But, a lot of what we're doing on Tuesday are smaller crowds in the building, until we get to consignor night. So, that's one reason that you might want to shop. One of our pre-sales, the Sapphire pre-sale, is a paid pre-sale. It is our most expensive pre-sale, but it is somewhat sensory friendly. And what do I mean by that? So Tuesday night and Wednesday can be very, very overwhelming and busy. But, and I say that, which it's still a little bit better than some other crowds, right? But which is because it's still staggered, right? So we still try to maintain it. But Wednesday, I don't want to contradict myself, but Wednesday can be very busy and exciting, and so can Tuesday night. And so the smaller crowds that we're talking about, that are on Tuesday when you volunteer, or when you do the Sapphire sale. So if you volunteer, you're going to see smaller crowds. If you are in the consignor pre-sale, it's the largest crowd. So I don't want to miscommunicate. So I want to make sure that I repeat what I said, just so that I can make sure I'm very clear. The smaller crowds for pre-sale, if you want to do a smaller crowd, then you want to do a volunteer shift on Tuesday or the Sapphire sale. The Tuesday night crowd is the biggest pre-sale crowd. And there's a lot of people in the building on Tuesday night. Wednesday morning is also similar, and Wednesday afternoon. There's like some lulls, and we can talk about when those are. Wednesday night's normally pretty quiet again. But first thing Wednesday morning is quiet, but then our friends start to come in and it gets a little crazy again. So if you're looking for smaller crowds, you're going to want to come on Tuesday morning. Okay. Whether you do the paid pre-sale for Sapphire or you volunteer with us and you come to a volunteer shopping time, those are going to be our smallest crowds for pre-sale. Okay. So I'm sorry, I hope that was clear. If you have any questions, let us know. Toss them in the comment box or whatever. Email us at hello@sunflowersprouts.org and we can bring some more clarity to that. But if you're looking for a smaller crowd, you're going to want to volunteer and come on Tuesday morning or get a ticket to the Sapphire presale. So the Sapphire presale was created specifically for people who could not help and wanted a sensory friendly experience because it is the smallest crowd, at least for presale days. So, and our crowds Thursday morning are very, very slow. But that's because most people wanted to pay to get on Wednesday and then they wait and come back for discount day. So it's also very quiet Thursday morning. So if you're just coming in to look for books and clothes, then I would totally come in on Thursday morning. But if you want one of the best Transformers, or, if you really want this Frozen doll, this Frozen house for $40 for Christmas, you're going to want to come early. Okay. So the other thing with smaller crowds is shorter lines. So if you come to one of these smaller crowd events on Tuesday, you're going to have just a shorter checkout experience. We're doing the best that we can with the checkout experience. We always, we're aware that it's a wait. Sometimes some people wait up to an hour. So it's not, and that's totally normal for a consignment event, especially Sunflower Sprouts. We're doing our best to continue to work on that. And make that the best experience and the fastest experience for you. But normally on consignor night, so consignor night is Tuesday, it's actually going to start at 3:00 this time. So we're expecting, 3:30. We're expecting things to be a little different this season, because we're letting the VIPs in at the VICs, the very important consignors, in at 2:30. We're letting the consignors in at 3:30. And we understand that that's all before 5:00. So we also expect another rush to come in at 5, which is when consignors used to be able to shop. So we kind of are hoping that this will help the checkout line and it won't be as long as it was last season. That's our hope. So thank you for your patience and grace and mercy as we continue to experiment with the growing numbers. It's so exciting to be growing and to be able to let a bunch of people sell with us. And then we really love it when you bring your friends. So we just are going to keep playing with things until we get it exactly where we all want it. I am drinking my Slim this morning. I'm doing great. I've done pretty good this summer. So with my consistency. So that's good. So we're working on the lines, but ultimately the smaller the presale, the earlier the presale, the shorter the checkout line. Okay. And then obviously the better selections. So let's just talk about a couple things about presales in general to remember. And so I'll just toss this up here while I'm chit-chatting. It doesn't look exactly how I want it to look, but it will be fine. This is this fall's Pittsburgh schedule. So I'm going to leave that right there while I talk a little bit more about pre-sales, and then we're going to talk about the schedule right here. So these Sunflower Sprouts, especially a pre-sale, is an event. This is not your average Target run. You're going to want to make sure you have your tennis shoes. You're going to want to make sure you have your water bottle. You're going to want to pee before you come in the building. We don't recommend that you bring a backpack or a person, but you can. We just recommend that you secure them in your car, nice and safe. And so we want to really encourage you to, shop for the whole season. Get it all done. Be done early and in one fell swoop. And so make a list of what you need, what your kids have, what they don't have. Do you need a pair of boots? Do you need a rain jacket? Do you need a winter coat? Do they need 3 pairs of gloves? Do they need a pair of pajamas for grandma's house? What is it that you need? And then we encourage you to write down their sizes too. What size do you want to buy for your kid this fall? And then, what's their shoe size? What size do you want to buy into? What are they going to grow into? Because I remember I tell the story, I was at a brick and mortar in January one year buying pants and just like kicking myself for not buying the next size up. I own the sale, you guys. Sometimes I get so busy though, I forget to shop. So anyways, so make sure, you buy the next size so you don't have to end up like me. Don't be like Jen. Don't buy brand new pants, full price retail in the middle of January. Also, boys put more holes in pants than normal, so maybe grab an extra pair because at these prices you can, and you don't care if they fall on the playground and cut a hole in their knee because you've got more bears, right? So let's make sure they're okay. But okay, So pre-sale tickets, if they're paid, and even the free ones, they're non-refundable and non-transferable. So we can't transfer the tickets. You can, we'll just, if you don't need it, then it'll just go to, it'll sit in the cloud in the abyss forever. So, but you are going to, when you register for a presale, which you can do right now for Pittsburgh, Erie's are opening in a couple of weeks. So Erie presales are not available just yet. They will be right before Pittsburgh though. So end of August, Erie presale tickets will open, but right now Pittsburgh presale tickets are available. So you can go to our website right now and get a presale ticket. Currently, nothing is sold out, but things will start to sell out, especially that new parent presale. Where is she? She's right there. She's going to sell out. The new parent presale always sells out. And the grandparent is similar. Our tickets now can only admit one person because people abuse the privilege. So all of our tickets admit one person. If you are a new mom, a pregnant mom, you are allowed to bring a support person for if you're pregnant. And then children are always free at our sale. They never need a ticket and they're always welcome. Dads and grandpas are also always free at our sale. Because they normally are driving the truck or carrying the bags to the car, or paying with their credit cards. So dads and grandpas are always welcome as well. They don't need a ticket and they are free. So basically just mom needs a ticket, right? So that's how it works. And if you're a dad and you're a stay-at-home dad and that's your job to do the shopping, you can get in for free because way to go, dude. Okay. So we encourage you to make a list of what you need. We encourage you to bring a bag to shop into or a wagon. A lot of people use wagons to shop with. They are welcome at our sales. You are allowed to bring in a stroller. Like I said, kids are always welcome. Pre-sales, we don't always recommend it just because the average person spends 2 hours shopping at our sale, not checking out, shopping. Okay, so the average person, which means some people shop longer than 2 hours. We're okay with that. You hang out with us as long as you want. Stop, you make some outfits, you have some lunch, you go back at it. It's fine. We enjoy that. We encourage that. And we want to do our best to make that possible for you because we know what it's like to shop for the entire season. And so we're here to support that. So kids are always welcome. But again, it's not your average Target haul. Okay, there might be a concession stand with some treats, and we do our best with our support bucket to support your parenthood, but we are very aware of the situation. So just be aware of what you're bringing your children into. If it's all you can do, then that's great. Let us support you. Let us help you. But if you have the privilege and to be able to leave them home with someone who loves them to dear and will play with them, then maybe that would be a great option. Okay. Okay. So like I said, some of the sales will sell out. So we do encourage you to get your tickets early and make your shopping plans right now. If they do not sell out, if the pre-sale does not sell out, tickets have to come down. The ticket system shuts down an hour before the event so that we can process the tickets and then scan them at the door. But if the event is not sold out, we will take cash at the door. So take the gold sale, for example, on Wednesday morning at 9:30. The gold sale, if we do not sell out of gold sale tickets, we have to shut the tickets down at 8:30. But then at 9:30, you can still pay to get into the gold sale if there still are tickets available. That's just a fire issue. Like we just have code issues and people in the building and blah, blah, blah. So that's why we have to do that. And we have to shut the ticket sales down so we can process them. And then, so you can still pay cash at the door if the pre-sale is not sold out. Okay. All right. Your tickets will be emailed to you. If you purchase a ticket or if you sign up for any of the free ones, they will be emailed to you. And you can start shopping anytime after the start time of your event until we close. So if you get a new parent pre-sale ticket, it opens at 1:00. You can come in anytime between 1 and 9 p.m. with that ticket, and it will get you in the door. Okay. If you are a friend of consignor, if you get a friend of consignor pass, that's good. It starts at 9 a.m. You can come at 9 a.m. and anytime in and out until 9 p.m. Okay. So you can come anytime at 9 p.m. So if you can't come at the start time of your pre-sale, you can come later in the day. Tickets will be emailed to you. You will need to present them at the door. They will be scanned. If you have a friend a consigner pass, it will be tracked by number. And then again, we encourage you to use a reusable shopping bag or a wagon to shop into. Again, it's an event. This is not your standard Target run. So you're going to want to be prepared for that. And again, our average shopper spends around 2 hours shopping the building. And they spend between $300 and $400 with us. So this is not an event, or this is an event. This is something you need to prepare for. Start working out, start stretching, getting ready. No, I'm joking. I'm not though. So, all right. So let's talk about exactly what pre-sales are coming up this fall and talk about them a little bit more in detail to see if you qualify for a pre-sale. So this is our Pittsburgh schedule for fall of 2025. And so again, like I was saying earlier, last year in the spring, we had people on Tuesday night in the building until 11 p.m. And so we are trying to work on that. And so in order to do that, we had to bump everything up Tuesday all the way through Sunday to the point where we are actually setting up on Saturday now. So we have gone so far as renting the building an extra day. So we have taken on a little bit of a hit for that, but we are excited about the process of getting people shorter shopping lines and in the door sooner. So an investment, we made an investment into Saturday. Okay. So what that means is now the Sapphire sale, and we can also talk about what I don't have pulled up here. I'm so sorry. Is the helper shopping times. I can do that very quickly. If you guys give me a second. So you can help with us. This is what I want to show you is the benefit of helping with us. And so you're going to be able to get in way sooner if you help with us. It's really easy to help with us. You're either gonna, work inspections. You're going to sort things. You're going to put things back on the floor where they belong. You're going to walk around and be security. We provide you with a t-shirt. You can purchase your own, there's lots of options. So, there's a lot of great reasons to shop with us. So when we're looking here at the Tuesday schedule, you can see that, where'd it go? There it is. You can see that the Sapphire sale comes in at 10:30 now. So you can get a Sapphire ticket for a 10:30 a.m. pre-sale. These are $40 pre-sale tickets. And so you get to shop from 10:30 to 9 p.m. You can come in anytime between those hours. The VICs, the very important consigners, those people will get an email and they can shop at 2:30. Consigners shop at 3:30. The platinum sale is at 4. So we want everybody to know that if you're getting a ticket to the platinum sale, you're coming in after the consigners. Okay. So there is a crowd in the building, but you're coming in and paying to be able to come in and get a selection. So you can, the selection before the Wednesday crowd. So those are the Tuesday pre-sale times. These are the other Tuesday pre-sale times if you help. So the way to kind of come into a pre-sale is to help with Sunflower Sprout. So if you work 15 hours, if you help for 15 hours, then you get to shop Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. If you work 12 hours, you get to shop Tuesday at 10 o'clock. Sapphire is going to come in at 10:30. 9 o'clock. If you work 9 hours, you get to come in at 11:30. If you work 6 hours, you get to come in at noon. If you work 3 hours, you get to come in at 1:30. And then 2:30 is our VICs. 3:30 is our consigners. Okay. And then platinum is at 4. Okay. So that's what Tuesday is going to look like. The best, quietest pre-sales on Tuesday are going to be the 15-hour, the 12-hour, the Sapphire, the 9-hour, the 6-hour. Okay. It does start to get a little bit crowded after the 6 hours because that's where a lot of my helpers sit. 3 hours gets much busier. And then the VICs and the consigners, again, we're hoping to help by splitting up the crowd. And so we're hoping that, a significant amount of people are in and out on Tuesday before dinner, but you're allowed to stay till 10. So, 9. We'd like you to be done at 9 and enter the shopping line, but we're aware that the shopping line normally goes till 10. Okay. So last season it went till 11. That's what we're trying to avoid. Okay. All right. So then on Wednesday, I don't think anybody has any questions. Yeah. On Wednesday, the consigners can come back in at 9:00. So in order to get a consigner, so to be a consigner with us, it costs $23 in Pittsburgh. It's $20 in Erie. And that includes a free shopping pass for this pre-sale. So you get to shop in the consigner shopping time, which is 3:30, okay? Or 2:30 if you're VIC. So you also can get back in on Wednesday. So in order to shop this sale, you have to be registered to be a consigner, but then you also have to drop off 25 items. So you can't just pay $23 for this pre-sale ticket. You actually have to drop off things to sell with us. That's been a policy forever and a day. So in order to shop the consigner pre-sale, you have to register to be a consigner and drop off 25 items to sell with us. Okay. Platinum sale is a paid pre-sale for $30. But then the consigners can get back in all day Wednesday. So you can shop Tuesday night from 3:30 to 9 and then all consigner. All consigners get a friend of consigner pass. Okay. We put their number on it. And then the friends of consigners can come back they can come in on Wednesday. So there's 2 friends. If you're a consigner, you can come on Tuesday at 3:30. You're allowed to bring a friend with you at 3:30. Okay. They have to come in with you. If they have to come in later, you can go meet them at the door and they have to come in with the building with you. And then that's one friend, but then you get another friend that you can give a friend a consigner pass to for Wednesday. Okay. And they can come in all day Wednesday. All right. So that's the friend of consigner pass. So the friend of consigner pass is also free. You have to get it from a consigner who sells with us. The gold sale is our next pre-sale. It's a $20 paid pre-sale. Then the silver is a $15 paid pre-sale that comes in 2 hours later. So again, you're just, you're choosing selection. But by coming in at 11:30, for the silver sale, you're still getting in before the new parents. Okay. So the new parents is going to be a large group of people that come in after lunch for nap time. We want to make sure that the pregnant and new moms are fed, make sure the babies are fed. And then we bring you in after lunch, normally around nap time, so that you can get some stuff done. And the grandparents come with them. And so it's a very busy in the building at 1:00 on Wednesday. And so by getting this silver sale, you get to come in prior to those new parents. So there's definitely a benefit of paying a couple of bucks to get in before the new parents. Now, I skipped over the daycare and the preschool one. This is also a free presale. In order to come at 12:30, you have to own or operate or work at a daycare or a preschool that passes out our bookmarks. If you would like bookmarks, please email us at hello@sunflowersprouts.org and get on our list. You have to be able to pass out bookmarks to your clients. And then we give you a shopping pass in exchange for that as a thank you to shop with us on Wednesday at 12. You're also going to want to get in before those daycare and preschool workers. They're going to come in and take a lot of the great books, a lot of the educational games. They do a lot of toy refresh for the preschools. Okay. So the magnet tiles are normally gone after our daycare workers come because they're amazing product to buy for preschools at this price. So that is how the daycare and preschool pre-sale works. Then there are 3 more free ones. There's actually a 4th one that's not on here, but adoptive and foster parents, parents of multiples, hometown heroes, and working parents. We do have a working parent pre-sale on Wednesday night that is free. We ask that you play by the rules and make sure that you are one of those things if you're coming in the building at that time and getting one of those tickets and respecting the process. Okay, so the reason that we just added the working parent presale the last couple of seasons back. It's just if you are a working parent, you can't come on Thursday, and so we want you to be able to come on Wednesday. So, alrighty, that is the schedule for this fall. We are super excited. Pre-sale day is going to be Tuesday, September 9th and Wednesday, September 10th in Pittsburgh. And so that is very excited. Erie's day is going to be, let me pull that up for you because I don't want to tell you the wrong day, but it's Friday the 3rd. Yeah, Friday, October 3rd will be Erie's pre-sale day. That schedule and tickets will become available shortly. Don't miss out. Go get a pre-sale ticket. You're not going to want to miss it. So all things pre-sale, great selection of toys. You get to pick out the quality that you want, the price that you want. It's great. It's a great place. It's a great way to get a great selection. Okay. All righty. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to email us at hello@sunflowersprouts.com. Who is ready for fall? This weather has got me a little bit ready for fall. I'm not quite ready to let go of summer. But I do love the weather here at the beginning of fall. So, all right. So Pittsburgh is going to be, I have to do this from memory, September 11th through the 14th. Consignor registration is full. Pre-sale tickets are available right now on our website. Make sure you get a Pittsburgh pre-sale ticket. Okay. Erie is not even open yet. So make sure though, if you go to that, you pick the right event when Erie does open. Okay. Erie is going to be October 4th and 5th. Pre-sale day is October 3rd. Consignor registration is open. We would love for you to sell with us in Erie. It's $20. Go to the website, register to sell with us in Erie. Pre-sale tickets for Erie are going to be available near the end of August. If you want to shop at our event and get incredible deals on shopping, head over to our website. Get on our mailing list and stay up to date on all things Sunflower Sprouts. If you're ready to get rid of the kids' stuff that is taking up space in your house, get a box, get a bin, or dump out a laundry basket and just start collecting. And then register to sell with us at Sunflower Sprouts. Guys, we hope you're having a great summer. Go get your pre-sale tickets. We'll talk.